Hello everyone, welcome back to Formicid Abyssal Knight. I'm your host, Ultraviolent4. This is part 9, and we're currently making our way through depths. I don't know if you can hear it, but I think there's some demolition work going on near me. So if you hear some background noises, that's what that is. Maybe it's on theme though, maybe they're digging something. Who knows? So in the last one, we missed out on getting into this whiz lab here. It timed out in the time that we got from here to over here, which is the downside of all the noise we're making using the Shield of the Gong and the Damnation Arbalist. As far as our skill training goes, we're focusing mostly on our defensive skills insofar as fighting and armor. I'd say that Invocations is also, it's a bit of both. It's offensive because we kill things, but it also is defensive because having better banish chance on really dangerous monsters is always good. And then also our corrupt will get more powerful too. I'm also training some crossbows. It means I can fire the arbalist faster. And some evocations. I picked up a wand of clouds, which is really good with evocations. And we've also got some good evocables here. So 2 box of beasts, File of Floods, and then the Fan of Gales is really good to have for us as a Formicid, because it's a way for us to get upstairs to get away from fast moving monsters that we couldn't otherwise teleport or blink away from. Alright, so let's carry on with depths. I expect that a lot of this floor is probably cleared already, seeing as we fought so many things over here. Let's see, I guess. Here are some dudes. Of course, what I can do is, one benefit of making so much noise with the Shield of the Gong is that I can make a kill hole like this. Well, okay, that's not a great place. Some sort of earth-themed... That was a crystal spear, yeah. Some sort of earth-themed vault there. But when I go to a new floor or a new area, oh, I really don't want to sit somewhere that I'll be stuck in the dust. And I dig a kill hole, all the noise will just continually bring monsters to me. The Tome of Clay. Okay. Interesting. So this really was an earth-themed vault. Can I not get this wrong now? Yeah, I got it. Okay. So yeah, as I sit in my kill hole with my vamp weapon, the noise bringing more and more things to me one at a time. It's really strong. Basically, I think there's very little in the game that threatens us if we're able to fight it one-on-one like this with a vamp weapon. Obviously, as we get into Zot, there'll be things that we can't vamp, but still. And of course, we're using our one amulet that we found, which is Gourmand, which is actually being pretty good because it's allowing us to always be engorged, which means I'm not having to eat every time I want to switch weapons. Normally it's really annoying to try to use a range weapon and a vamp weapon because, yeah, you have to be full to equip the vamp weapon. Here's an Elec themed vault. Do I have our Elec? I do. Oh, it's on Shield of the Gong, of course. Okay, well then we're probably fine. Let's get our vamp out. All these guys are fast, but they're also just really easily banishable. Okay, so that's fine. If I didn't have our Elec there, I would probably want to quaff a resistance potion, because this is a lot of Elec damage in one place. Random Orc Warrior in depths. I feel like you're a bit out of your depth there, buddy. It's so overkill. Like, using the damnation on just an air elemental. Here are lightning spires, that probably means we're just dead. Okay, they weren't that bad. But you've seen how good lightning spire is. Very scary to meet in the wild. Not really, the enemy lightning spires are not that bad. We're sensing a whole bunch of stuff in here. So I'm going to pre-dig my kill hole. Cool. Oh, I should not do it like that. When I was sitting here, I had 2 tiles that were being revealed, so that was a bit of a fail. But as a Formicid, we can dig forever. None of these things we can vamp. Well, the elf and the naga we can. So this is kind of like our weakness. Let's see how we go. We seem to go okay. Do we have any RN? We got 2 points of it. Shield of the Gong has RN as well, as does our chainmail. Okay. So I don't mind sitting in the ghostly flame. Alright. Come on. Gong. Gotta be careful of simulacra. Actually, I should have checked that. That was a Titan simulacrum. By default, we have no RC on. I have to switch to it. And for a simulacrum of a really high damage enemy like a Titan, they do tremendous amounts of cold damage. So I was asking for trouble there. Also, I'm just letting this ghost crab swarm me with undead. Okay, that's a very disappointing vault. You fought your way through. Here, have a ringmail. Oh, there was a book. Okay. Again, no spells. We've just never seen passage. Not that I think I would do it at this stage. I mean, we're pretty committed to being as heavy in armor as we can get. But still, it would be nice to have the option. I mean, there's application. We could train that too. Another one. Seems like there are a bunch of these. Oh, okay. So it seemed like this is a themed thing. We had an undead one here. This is an elect one. This looks like fire. This looks like, I don't know, poison, I guess. Yeah, so this is poison themed. This is cool. I guess that means there's maybe a cold one. Oh, that was earth. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. This is cool. Where's the cold one? I don't know. Maybe there isn't a cold one. That's a death Shrike. They're really annoying. I'm just gonna X that out and not go in there. And I should probably be picking up potions of mutation. Who knows? We might. Oh, it just really, Auto Explore really wants to deal with this. Well, we can always just banish it. Oh, we're in 81. Okay, we got him. We need to get rid of the exclusion, and we need to get out of the miasma. Good. Miasma is crazy, particularly if you don't have R poison, which we don't. More books. Fire themed one. We've got 1 point of RF. Also, this is really a weak one. Although, actually, maybe we pulled a lot of it out to us when we came down the stairs with our noise. That makes sense. Okay. I don't know that I should be going in here, but I kind of want to. So we're gonna dig kind of an elaborate kill hole. And I guess if I open this door and it's super crazy, I can corrupt and then just run. Let's see. They're orcs. Alright. I don't know why orcs are in a ruined area. I mean, orcs in depths. They're not very scary. Huh. This would be amazing if you were bear. It would be, because there have been, what, three orc warlords already? Yeah, what was this? They put a rune door in it just because they didn't want to get disturbed while they were worshipping their beer idols and their beer altar. That's cool. I like that. Because you always think that you shouldn't go in rune doors because they can be dangerous, but then you come in here and it's just a bunch of orcs doing their thing, trying to pray. Alright. Depths 2. The Zealot Sword. That would be an interesting item if I had a bunch of summons, because as a Formicid, you can't... The random rage won't affect you, but it will affect your summons. Let's do our play. Our one play that we've got. Oh, okay, that's something to remember in depths. Deep troll earth mages will dig you out. Evocations to 5. I'll probably... Oh, there's a lich, by the way. Okay, well, once I get this earth dude... Is he a real lich? No, he's a fake lich. You're a fake lich. That doesn't stop him from summoning fiends and stuff, though. So... Yeah, doesn't make him less dangerous. So yeah, if you're relying on a kill hole to live around the earth mages, you're gonna have a rough time. And I should be using my macro. I noticed that I missed the shot just before, but I shouldn't be missing, because I can, if I use my dot, I'll be targeting the square that the monster's on, so the explosion will always hit. Asterion? You normally appear before this. Not quite so threatening now. Here's our lich. We have 9 throwing nets. I feel like I just throwing net him. Look at the noise just attracting all this stuff. And this is a stone wall, so this indicates that there's probably some sort of scary vault down there. But much less scary when you can just fight it all one at a time with Vamp. Kinda wish I had Song of Slaying. Have I seen Song of Slaying? Oh, that's not how you spell it. Song of Slaying. No. That'd be fun. That would be very, very good. If we had +9 Slay while we did this. I mean, it's kind of unnecessary, but sounds like it'd be good. Death Drake. Go away. This is awesome. That's a caustic Shrike. Okay, so we want our resist corrosion on. That will do 2 things. It will stop its extra acid damage from hurting us so much, and it will help to prevent us from getting corroded when its attacks hit us. Gong 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 gong. I've seen quite a few deep trolls, so I'm happy that I haven't been dug out yet. we just wait. They wander in one at a time. I wonder if they're just in an orderly queue out there. Look at all this stuff. Look at how many items and corpses are here. Do I care about an ivory short sword? Not really. Evocations to 6. Yeah, I will go to 8, I think. Ooh, I need my protection from fire back on. And I noticed that I've picked up a artifact ring, so I'm going to check that out. +3 strength, +3 slay. Would I rather have +3 slay or +4 protection? I feel like I'd rather have the slaying. When you consider that we have pretty insane defenses, we've got 39 AC already and 37 shield. Yeah, I think I'd rather go the damage. Alright. Goodbye protection ring. The +3 strength as well is also giving us a little bit of extra damage. I don't know the exact figures, but just I feel like +3 strength at this point is probably equivalent to about a point of slaying. And then yeah, look how empty this vault is now. How much easier when you can fight it all. Hey, it's Summon Lightning Spire. When you can fight it all one at a time. Let's get our crossbow out. Nope. I could be checking these. No, it's probably not worth it. Checking these magic plate mails that I've been seeing, but I don't know, it's probably not a big deal. I'm probably fine to stay in this chainmail. If anything, I'd probably rather go to a gold dragon scales. I've also picked up the scroll of enchant weapon, so just chuck that on the ledger tank. I love this crossbow. We're firing at 1.4. I mean, arbalists and crossbows in general are always pretty slow weapons. So even at min delay, the fastest it ever gets is only 1. But still, 1.5 is still pretty slow. But that's okay, because it pretty much just two-shots everything in the game. So okay, it takes me 3 turns to fire 2 bolts, but that kills most things. We've alerted things. Hearing shouts. Someone commented, maybe it was host, I don't remember. Sorry, but commented that this game would be absolutely ridiculous on the Korean server with sounds, and I can't help but agree. This would be insane. You'd get all the Arbalest sounds and all the Shield of the Gong sounds. I haven't actually heard the sounds for those, but I'm imagining that, especially the Shield of the Gong, I'm willing to bet it's kind of ridiculous. Alright, let's go back. Considering that every time we shoot a bolt, we destroy it, it's quite surprising and pleasantly so that we still have 1300 bolts. I don't like this. Coming down to see all these stone walls. I want to dig. I want to be a Formicid. I can fire here between these two guys to hit both of them with the damnation. Not anymore. This is a lot of enemies. The situation is getting very ugly, you might say. That was a weak pun, I'm sorry. Bit of low-hanging fruit. This looks like this is quite a difficult floor, usually. I only have 3 magic mapping, so I'd rather not map it. I'd rather keep my maps for Zot. But basically, it's a big circle. It's all stone walls, so there's going to be no digging. And as you get towards the inside, you quite often get scary monsters like caustic shrikes and stuff. There's pass wall. No, I'm not going to learn pass wall. You can usually skip it though, so at least one of the downstairs, although quite often 2, are in the outside bit. So if you want, you can just go down. I'd like to at least try. If you go down though, don't then take the stairs on the floor below you back up. I've made that mistake before, because you can come up, there's usually at least one set of stairs right in the middle, so if you come up that one, you're suddenly surrounded by all the crazy stuff. I'm just being lazy here. I was just trying to avoid switching, but this actually is so much more effort than if I had just switched. Oh well. I made my choice. Okay. I probably want to stick to the outside first and clear. There's the second stair. So there's the third one will probably be in the middle. So yeah, I'll do the outside first and then work my way in. Enchantress is also quite often on this floor. I don't know if that's actually true, as in she has a high chance to spawn here, or if that's just confirmation bias, but I feel like whenever I get this level I meet Enchantress. Sensing a lot of things. Helpful necromancy, hey? You can... Okay, none of them actually raise things, but I was gonna say you can raise zombies and then burn them all with a ring of flames. How helpful. Good, they're only ogres. Ogre's no longer the scourge of this character. We've come a long way since our D4 days. I just completely missed. Oh god, I'm an idiot. Airball. Okay, that Spark Wasp just decided to leave. I don't blame it. There we go, evocations to 8. That is enough. Let's turn that off. And this is probably what our skill training is going to look like for the rest of the game. We'll get fighting to 27 probably. Armor as much as we can get, and then yeah, maybe we'll get invocations to 27 too. But I can't see us changing much. I could train more dodging, I guess. If we have a look at the relative skill points, even though armor's +1 and dodging's -1, it's going to cost us less experience to get skill points in dodging at the moment. But I still think 10 is probably fine. I really want to get the Lich rather than the Great Orb of Eyes, even if the Orb of Eyes is currently in my face. Yeah, I really wish I had the sound effects. Why can't we transfer saves between servers? Also, why does it hurt so bad? Is that just fire? I don't know. Okay, still gotta be careful on this floor. Not being able to dig makes it life a lot scarier. Okay. It's gone berserk, oh no. It's alright. I'm expecting gong 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 boom, although he actually is hurting me. We're now at half health, this is not good. And he had anti-magic, so that situation was probably worse than the amount of respect I showed it, because without any magic, if that had gone badly and there were more things coming, I wouldn't have had access to any of my god abilities. So yeah, getting cocky, bad ultra. Okay, that's all about outside now. So now we start working our way in. And it's basically just like this, a set of concentric circles that you can skip if you really want to, but I tend to be a bit of a completionist. Unless it's the Desolation of Salt. Screw that place. But otherwise, yeah. I like doing my depths floors. Also, I like these really big entire floor depths vaults. I know some people don't, but I'd say depths is probably my favorite branch. It's always exciting. It's always interesting. And these, yeah, big depths floors are always, I think, really cool. Even if they are sometimes very difficult. Okay, I was sensing the monsters down there. I just wanted to deal with them, just in case I need to run at some point. Let's not shoot ourselves. Using the Arbalest Damnation with a shield is actually so bonkers. Are we on the next circle yet? No. Here's a caustic Shrike. Can they open doors? I feel like they shouldn't be able to, but I bet they can. Shrike. I don't know. What's something that can open a door? Goblin. Okay, goblins can open doors. Caustic Shrikes apparently can't. He's really fast though. We'd have to move 2 tiles and then shut the door. Oh, I moved the wrong one. Okay, yeah, he's definitely catching me. Whoops. Well, I screwed it up. Okay, so I want to have my resist corrosion on. And this is not good. Can I banish these guys? 50-50. Let's try to... we're corroded -4. Let's try to fight them. Here's a third one. Do I have fear? The issue is that they have really good MR, so they'll probably resist fear. I think maybe what I do here is I read vulnerability to halve their MR, and then I just start banishing. Alright, let's do that. Yeah. Okay, so they all have halved MR now. So now we have an 82% chance to abyss them. That's a lot better. Failed. Failed. So we failed twice at 82%. And we're now dying. I don't want to blink because if I land down here, I'm in the same situation. And then potentially whatever is in here, which could be more caustic Shrikes, is going to be running at me. So yeah, don't like blink. Don't like dying. Feels bad. Never lucky. Yeah, because I mean, if I just banished 2 of them, we'd only have 1 left, which should be fine. I mean, then we could just banish it. But failing twice at 82% is rough. I think my best options here are I either banish. Sorry, not banish. We established that doesn't work. I either corrupt, and then once I corrupt, maybe I could blink to try to get distance between me. Or the other option is that I enter the abyss. I think that might be the play here. We're -4 corrode. And these guys do a lot of damage. I did it already. You can see here their attack is up to 36 damage, and they're really fast, so they can hit you multiple times, and then up to 21 worth of acid damage. Yeah, I think I like abyssing myself here. Also, I mean, I've got Shaft Self, but if I'm picking between entering the abyss or shafting myself, I think most of the time I'd rather enter the Abyss. Who knows? There could be crazy vaults on the floor below us, in which case we'd be... Okay, so the first thing is that shaft self takes a couple of turns. So as we shaft ourselves, all three of these would be hitting me, potentially killing us. And then we don't know where we're going to land on the next floor. Whereas if I'm in the Abyss, I can always exit. So, well, I mean, that'd be pretty bad. You take quite a lot of damage when you enter the Abyss, this pain bit. If I then immediately exited and went back to this position, it would not be good. But I think that's probably the play. I wish I had just banished these guys, but you can't always get what you want. Alright, let's enter the Abyss. Alright, here we go. So we're in the Abyss. You always go to Abyss 1, which is good. I basically just want to use this as a chance to heal. I'm not after the rune, really. I mean, I could try to find it, but I'd rather just heal up and then get back out. If anything goes horribly wrong in here, we have the ability to depart. So it's when you're following Lugonu, it's pretty difficult to die in the Abyss. You have to do something terribly wrong. Okay, you can also still banish enemies in here. You can see, even though we're in the Abyss, what it does is it sends them a floor deeper. Alright, so I'm basically fully healed now. I could depart. It's going to take me back to the Shrikes. It's going to cost me a bit of piety. So I think I'd rather just sort of wander around, maybe try to find an exit, and then save a little bit of piety. I don't know, maybe this is a bad idea. Because if something goes horribly wrong here, and I do have to panic, depart the Abyss, I'm landing next to the Shrikes. Yeah, okay. I think it would be better just to depart. Okay, so we got... My doorbell rang low. Alright. So I just convinced myself that I do want to leave. I don't mind spending a bit of piety to be able to leave to fight these Shrikes at full HP. Let's go again. Depart the Abyss. And here we go. Do I do the same thing again? Maybe. Otherwise I could quaff might and agility and then just try to vamp them. No, I think I like the vulnerability play. As long as we don't get so unlucky again. So we got 82%. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, well we did it. That was a lot harder than it should have been. Well, Shrike's down. Protection from fire back on. So you got to see one of Lugonu's best panic buttons. A very good one for Formicid in Enter the Abyss. So I guess that's the... I should have protection room called on against this guy. That's at least the upside of everything going horribly wrong. You get to see Lugonu's panic buttons. I mean, ideally you never have to use them, but good to have them. I'm sensing stuff out here again. No, I'm also sensing things in here. Never mind. Every time I see Spriggan, I keep thinking it's going to be Enchantress's pack, but I haven't seen her yet. Look at all the things we're sensing inside. I'm not so sure this is a great idea. More caustic shrikes, maybe. The other thing as well is when it finally worked, you got to see why vulnerability can be very good. There's the two really good scrolls, well there are three actually, that are not on auto pickup by default, that I think many people don't, but they should. Scrolls of Silence, Scrolls of Vulnerability, and Scrolls of Immolation. All three of those you should pick up. They all have very good uses. But yeah, you got to see that how hard it was to banish those guys at 82%. Imagine if it was only at 50%. I'm scared. Well, we can always enter the Abyss again, I guess. With Enter the Abyss, it's kind of like any panic button. You're better off doing it early. So the faster you recognize that you're in a bad situation, get out of it. Because for the pain that you take, if you're about to die, and then you're like, okay, I'm one turn from death, let's enter the Abyss, you're going to end up there on very low HP. And if you get lucky, or unlucky rather, you'll land next to things. So if you can recognize that you're going to die at half HP and then enter the Abyss, that's much preferable. But that's like all panic buttons in Crawl. Even things like Scrolls of Teleport and Blinking, the earlier you can recognize that you're in trouble and react, the better. Let's go Vamp. Kind of got a kill hole here. Maybe I should be pulling everything out to this one spot here. Can I yell some stuff to me? No. Ooh. I'm so afraid of Shrikes. The first time we've had to eat to equip our weapon. At least all food takes one turn now. It used to be that, let's go, we have 29 strength, let's go more dex. It used to be that each different type of food took different amounts of time to eat. So if you were eating a meat ration like that, I think it took 3 turns. Whereas now everything's just 1. So that's good for us with our vamp combination. Fighting to 25. What? I've got 240 HP. That's really good. Okay, alright, so we did it. Thankfully the Shrikes were not all in this room. Alright, and here's a stair that I was talking about. Going up there, if you hadn't cleared it and then you walked up here, ruh-roh. Alright, so I guess let's keep going with depths. Oh. And we never saw Enchantress. Jorgren's coming. He doesn't have a chance to petrify us, which is good, but his shadow still really hurts. You can halve his shadow damage if you're flying, so let's immediately quaff a potion of flight. And then I should just take him upstairs, rather than mess around with other monsters at the same time. If you do happen to get petrified by Jorgren, if you're quick, you can cancellation it off. Blew my mind when I learnt that. I'm gonna check these hatches. Optimal streak play. That's the other thing as well. Don't take hatches up if you hadn't cleared this floor, because you might end up in here again. Again, a mistake I have made before. A lot of these tips of don't do this, it will kill you, I'm speaking from experience. I don't know. If you played enough Crawl, you probably found a lot of interesting ways to die. I'll just eat this fruit. I can't, I'm engorged. Why am I carrying heavy robe? I'll drop the fruit. Let's turn it off. We have more than enough food. Have I got fire on? Yes. Good. Weapon shops. I think we've got our all our weapon bases covered basically. That's the Jobu. We have Aralek, that's the main thing we care about. We also can't really shoot her. Yeah, we can. Alright. Like anything, she just dies to damnation, but I can't hit her there. Oh. Can I get... No. I can't get both of those unless I shoot myself. Okay. Probably at this point, I should pull the vamp out. That really hurt. What was that one? What just hurt so much? Just a Jobu clawing me. Okay, so apparently she really hurts. Alright, this is getting silly. I'd rather just... Okay, thank you. She blew me backwards, which helped. But let's go for our one at a time vamp plays. That's much better than letting three things, including a mitred troll, hit us all at the same time. Forgot for a second that we're playing the Ant-Man. Did I just say, oh, that's the Jobu? Yeah, I probably did. Accurate. Okay, no, we don't need any of that stuff. That's a pretty cool helmet, if you could wear helmets, but we don't get to as an Ant-Man. Okay. Oh, here's Sniper. It costs almost 3,000 gold though, so we're certainly not buying this. But having Damnation and Sniper in the same game, I think that happened last time I was crossbows as well. That's pretty crazy. Sniper is a triple crossbow. It's +9. It's velocity, but its thing is that it can never miss. It's actually so funny when you find this in the early game, because you have a +9 triple crossbow that can never miss. It takes you like 3 turns to fire it, but you just one-shot everything in the early game. It's hilarious. But yeah, 3,000 gold. I don't think that's happening, but it's funny when it rains at paws or something like that. I'm not sure how that makes sense in a crossbow setting, but yeah, both times. More enchant armor. I'm pretty good with what? I don't think I even have anything to enchant anyway. And I'm carrying a book. Can I enchant anything? No, okay. So it's not even I don't want to, I just literally can't. Maybe I'd switch to a gold dragon scales if we find a whole bunch of enchant armor scrolls between now and then. That's a really... Okay, it's another vaulted rune vault door. It sends a bunch of stuff in here. Again, I don't know that this is wise, but I feel like I want to. Let's eat so that we're full, so we are able to switch to the vamp Lagitang. And this makes me even less certain that we should be doing this. Here's another rune door. Okay, well these guys are just regular. So let's pull out our vamp thing and then go to work. Probably should do the resistance from cold against that guy, but again I'm being lazy. Just vamp our health back. Gong gong gong. That's a juggernaut. Having good shields against juggernauts destroys them because they attack really slowly, so they build up their one massive attack and then you just block it. Feels bad if you're the juggernaut. It's also why summons are really good against them, because again they attack so slowly, so when you have multiple dudes on top of them, it takes them like 5 turns to hit one of them. Crystal statue. So it's gonna summon shadow creatures. I have no great way of getting to it. Do I just run at it? I don't know. Oh wait, I have a great way of getting to it. What am I talking about? I have damnation. I'm an idiot. God, I feel so embarrassed now. Yeah, I have the best way to get to it. And there was a royal jelly and a meat ration. Well, I'm glad we came in here. Alright, we're on to depths 5. Let's just have a look. There's Frederick. Alright, well, I think we'll call this one here. So if you join me in the next one, we'll finish off our depths. We'll get a 3rd rune, and then we'll be heading into Zot. Exciting times. See you later.